People don't randomly start disrespecting you. You train them to do it. And that's the truth most people can't accept. Because it forces you to face something uncomfortable. That you played a role in how people treat you. But don't leave yet. Because what I'm about to show you will change how people respond to you. And it starts with this. Respect is not given. It is taught. Now here's where most people get this wrong. There are silent mistakes. Small habits that destroy how people see you. And you might be doing them every single day, without even realizing it. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly what they are, and how to fix them completely. But before we continue, be honest with yourself. Have you ever stayed silent when you should have spoken up? Have you ever accepted something you knew deep down wasn't right? Because this is where everything begins. Point 1. You gave too many chances. Let me tell you something real. There was someone who believed in being patient. They said, if I give more chances, people will change. So they forgave. Again and again. At first, everything seemed fine. But slowly, friends started disrespecting them. People stopped keeping their word. Excuses became normal. Now here's where most people don't realize something. Every time they said, it's okay, they were teaching people, you can keep doing this. And the more they forgave, the less they were respected. Not because they were weak, but because there were no consequences. Point 2. Your silence. But wait. This is where it gets deeper. Let me ask you something. When someone crosses your line, what do you do? Do you speak up? Or do you stay silent? Because here's a real example. Someone jokes about you, and you laugh it off. Someone interrupts you, and you say nothing. What you don't correct, you accept. And over time, your silence becomes permission. Point 3. No boundaries. Now listen carefully. People will test you. That's normal. For example, a friend who only calls you when they need something. A person who disrespects you, then laughs like it's a joke. Someone who keeps pushing your limits, just to see what you'll allow. These are tests. And if you don't set boundaries, people will define them for you. And once that happens, you lose control of how you're treated. Point 4. You stayed too long. You felt it. Something wasn't right. But you stayed anyway. You told yourself, maybe it will change. Maybe they'll do better. But deep down, you already knew the truth. Now here's the turning point. The moment they finally said a no, everything changed. They stopped explaining. They stopped overgiving. They stopped tolerating. And suddenly, people started treating them differently. Because now, they had standards. Wait. Because this is where everything shifts. You are not stuck. You are not powerless. You just haven't changed your standards yet. If you want respect, start doing this. Speak up early. Say what you mean clearly. Stop over-explaining. Set boundaries. And most importantly, follow through. Now let's make it real. Instead of saying, it's okay, say, that doesn't work for me. Instead of staying silent, say, I don't accept that. Simple. Clear. Powerful. Because respect comes from consistency, not words. And this is the part that changes everything. The moment you stop chasing people, your value increases. The moment you stop begging for respect, you start commanding it. Because now, people can feel your standards. And when your standards rise, the way people treat you rises too. You were kind. And that matters. But kindness without boundaries becomes something else. it becomes something people take advantage of. Not because you're weak, but because you didn't protect your strength. You didn't lose respect. You allowed it to fade. But now, you see the truth. And that means you can change everything. Starting today. If this made you think differently, don't just watch and leave. Because most people will go back to how they used to live. But a few will choose to change. Subscribe and become someone who commands respect.